he might just knock Mahavir out. This should be quick enough from Zola, but no, he runs wide and invalidates. Season 1 champion almost invalidates on the exit of the final corner.
Crosses the line, and it's just there, ahead of Ollie P. And with only Cameron Cooper still out there and he having invalidated, that means that Yane Tripkov makes it through. But now here comes Jan Thaler, another one of those guys. He crosses the line, he improves, but he doesn't get ahead of Christian Sendel critically. He cleared 2 cars with that. Here comes Vexit now, might take the pole, goes second, ahead of Christian Sendel, but not ahead of Ace Ritchie. And with that, Peso is just about the final driver. He's coming up to across the line now, and he is invalidated. And we are go here in Austria. Looks like a good start for both of the McLarens.
Look at Thaler.
A slightly poor start there for Vexit. Is that Thaler going around the outside there, or was it Thaler on the inside? Not entirely sure, but there's a McLaren side by side. Now the 2 McLarens might be battling on the run up towards turn 3. Christian Sendel is still the McLaren driver in third. Thaler in fourth. There it is from Jan Thaler. We thought he might pull something special, and he sends it up the inside. They're going to be side by side on the run down.
In the background
towards turn 4. They're still going to be side by side, but Thaler's got the better exit, and a virtual safety car will call that to a halt, and critically, Jan Thaler had his nose ahead. Here is Yane Tripkov trying to get past Zola around the outside this time of turn 3, and now down towards turn 4. It's going to have to be the outside again for the racing point, and that move is snuffed out by Zola. Lovely defensive driving there from the Italian in the Haas. He's had a great start to this race, and he doesn't want to give up any of those positions, but he might have to here as he runs wide through turn 6. Compromised start to the race. I'll talk about that in a moment, though, because here comes Christian Sendel, and he sends it up the inside then of turn 3. Jan Thaler, he'll hold on around the outside. He might get better traction on the run down towards turn 4. But he doesn't. He has the DRS, but Christian also has that available to him as well. And that means that the move has been done. Christian Sendel back up into third. Jan Thaler could only keep him behind for about 5 laps.
Potent and how impactful the slipstream and DRS is, but that's a mistake from Vexit.
And there goes Christian Sendel. It's the outside of 9. That's always going to be difficult, but Vexit sensibly decides that he does not want to go spinning around. He backs on out of that one.
Away from these guys as Lars Aljera picks up a time penalty. There's a yellow flag. AJ has bottled it on the exit of the final corner.
Meanwhile, up at the front, that's Christian Sendel getting very, very close to Ace Ritchie for the race lead, and he takes the race lead away. Ace Ritchie goes for the undercut, the switchback there, and he might just get the better traction, and he has the DRS now. So Christian Sendel doesn't have that advantage. He cannot open his rear wing. Back up the inside goes the white and navy AlphaTauri. They both lock up as they head through turn 4, right on the edge of grip right now. But Ace Ritchie has done enough between himself and his teammate and championship rival right now, and he's trying to make it a second, as this time he goes for the outside line through turn 3, and he does manage to stay side by side. He will have the DRS because he was behind at the detection point, and that means that he will now claim the race lead on track as well. Vexit, meanwhile, he's trying to demote Ace Ritchie by 2 positions in as many corners, and he looks to have done that without too much trouble whatsoever. And now Jan Thaler might be in there, Neon in the background trying to get around Luka Wietovic, but Luka holds on to P5.
Able to find it. Now we're seeing some of the soft tire runners, I think, jumping on into the pit. That's Christian Sendel and Ace Ritchie.
By Scars retires from the race. That's a crash. He's lost it out of turn 7, and we have a safety car to this race as well. But now the race is about to start once more from this safety car phase as we get underway once again here at the Red Bull Ring. And the Red Bulls have not had the run of it here, though. It's a Ferrari leading from a McLaren right now with a Renault there in third. And Jan Thaler not exactly climbing all over the rear wing of Vexit there. Luka actually a bit closer to Jan's rear wing than anything. But it looks like no one's going to be making too many moves here. Mahavir looks to be losing out a couple of positions to Neon and Zay. Neon falling down the order. Neon is gone from the race. Neon is retired.
Have they had it coming together?
Yeah, they have. There's been a coming together between Mahavir and Zay. Gap is remaining stable at about between 1.4 and 1.7 seconds, although it's starting to expand rapidly now. Here comes Ace Ritchie from this lovely helicopter shot, and he looks to have got well ahead of Labrax before the braking zone even begun there. Easy move. Really, really close behind Jan Thaler. Very close, and now he's alongside instead of behind, and now he's ahead instead of alongside. Luka makes the move then on Jan Thaler. Hey, where is he? We're yet to see him come through the shot. There he is. You can see him rejoining the track. Down in 14th. He lost it on the exit of turn 4.
That's a really good exit from Christian Sendel. Jan Fehler hasn't got the best of drives. Can Sendel have a look down into turn 2? I think he's just a bit too far back. And actually, it might be Fehler who looks down the inside into 3. Oh, contact!
Contact between the two of them, and Christian Sendel has front wing damage as a penalty, so he doesn't have to worry too much about that. Here comes Cameron Cooper then, trying to go around the outside of KX Ricardo through turn 3. His teammate AJ is right there. His interim teammate, I should say, is right there, and may be interested in trying to get involved in this fight as well. KX Ricardo defends now on the interior of turn 4. The exterior goes there to Cameron Cooper. And he takes a little bit too much of it as he's on the grass, and that will allow his teammate AJ through and into 9th. So now AJ, so unless Christian Sendel gets really bullied when the other cars get past him, he should still be okay for 4th. Here comes KX Ricardo back up the inside then of Cameron Cooper. Cameron passed him about half a lap ago, and the battle will continue. There's Zola also getting his nose stuck in there as well. The two Hasses clinging on to this fight right now as KX Ricardo is forced wide through 6th. Marankello looks interested, but cannot pull alongside him quite yet. And rear wing. Here comes Sandro then, or rather, here comes Yanni Tripkov. And he, once again, has that move bought and paid for. Doesn't really even need to fight with it for the... Well, there will be points applied for the fastest lap. If Jan Fehler manages to get those, that will help him out a little bit more in his quest to try and continue the championship battle with Christian Sendel. And as things currently stand, the championship battle will continue as now Jan Fehler looks to send it up the inside of Luca into turn 3. He doesn't really need to do that, but he may as well do it. Luca, fair battle there with Jan Fehler. And Jan was able to gain that position here on the final lap of the race. And he's going to win the race regardless, though, because of penalties. You can see Vexit's a little bit slow up ahead. Vexit's got a puncture. Vexit has a puncture. His left rear tire is wobbling around on the rim. We can't see it here. It's the left rear there. You can see it clear as day. Vexit gets a puncture on the final lap. And that's going to allow Christian Sendel onto the podium. Jan Fehler, meanwhile, somehow Luca got past him. Has Jan got a puncture? You think Jan has a puncture? Jan with a puncture on his left rear. Luca gets outside of 3 seconds. Luca is going to win this race. Christian Sendel's coming up. He's not going to be able to take Jan Fehler, I don't think. As Jan crawls towards the line, he will claim 2nd. Christian Sendel gets 3rd. Labrax gets Vexit for 4th. Vexit down to 5th. Yane Tripkov comes across the line 6th, but Sandro gets both him and Yane Tripkov. But that is incredible. Luka Witovic is your race winner here in Austria.